Hello everybody, my name is Steve Pace, and this is the North American Stock Car Racing Association and the NEXTEL Cup Series at Phoenix. We will be going for 90 laps around this one mile track. Let's get right into the starting order from the top 10 to pole. Jeffrey Kelsey is in 10th. Ryan Johnson is in 9th. I think that's Ryan Johnson. It might be Daniel Boyles. Olivia Reynolds, Greg Hayes, Rick Brody, Dan Sedgwick, Cody Atwater, Adrian Earle, Heather Holden, and on pole position is Keith Arlington, I believe. Yep, that is Keith Arlington. So we will go ahead and get right into this event here at Phoenix. It should be a good one and hopefully a lot better of a race than 2001 was for us. Pace car is coming in and we are green flag. Lap 1 of 90. Keith Arlington into 1 and 2, being pushed by Earl. Sedgwick maybe making a move. Right now it's clean so far. At the back is Craig Ferguson Jr. Patrick Raven only fell back, which is kind of strange. Lap 1, oh, that's Carter in the middle. Lap 1 is going to go to the 29 of Keith Arlington. Looking strong so far. Let's see, at the back, we have Ferguson Jr., Raven, Keller, Blackie, Roberts, Wilkinson, James, Parsons, Allen, Santorini Jr., Aramindia, Fleming, Ernie Earnhardt Jr., I believe, is in this car now. John Johnston, is this Jordan Haley or what? Yeah, it's Jordan Haley. And then we have Jay Zafire, Morgan Voorhees, Robbie Irving, Marcus Willard, and then so on and so forth. Out front, it is still the number 29 in the race lead. There has been a crash already. Might have involved Keller and Wyatt Wilkinson. Oh, and Tommy Roberts has damage. There's definitely been a crash. We're gonna have to take a peek at that and see what has happened to cause a crash, but no caution. At least so far. Here we go into 3, and it's Gordon Keller takes out Wyatt Wilkinson, and all 3 of them go into the wall. Gordon Keller actually fully spins around, but this did not cause a caution. Interesting. Well, we're on to lap 11 of 90, and currently, the 29 of Keith Arlington continues to lead over Adrian Earle, Dan Sedgwick, Greg Hayes, and I believe Marcus Willard, or someone. Oh, it's the 93 of Ryan Johnson. I'm still not entirely sure that's Johnson in the car, but I'll fact check in a little while. Either way, Boyles, Johnson, they're moving up and they're in the top 5. It's Daniel Boyles and the number 93, but Olivia Reynolds is going to take that position. The top 6, 7, top 8 are really relatively under ranking. The 39 of Adrian Earle is having some issues getting up to Keith Arlington and setting up a pass. It's not really panning out for the 39, but She's making some good strides into 1 and 2 here. Can she get a good run and maybe challenge for the lead? Reynolds did not get Boyles there. And Hayes was going on Cedric, but that didn't work either. Jeffrey Kelsey was closing in the back there. Then it's a bit of a gap to 9th and 10th. Greg Hayes is going to try again and tuck right back in line. That didn't work. It's good to see Wyatt Wilkinson has recovered pretty well from that. Also, we are hearing reports that the number 8 car, we are looking for Raphael McKinney. Did we pass him? We must have passed him. Raphael McKinney, wherever he is experiencing vibrations in that car. So that is... oh, there he is. The number 8 right there, behind Robbie Irving, is, and that would probably be why. There goes Raphael McKinney and the 8 car who just blew up. Will he make it back to pit road? No, he will not. Question is, will that cause a caution? He's stalled. No yellow. No yellow. So, we didn't get a yellow for that, but we're gonna move on from that and talk about the number 99, which is no longer Clint Bush in this car. It's Brody Williamson, who is back in the Cup Series doing the rest of the season for Ellison Alexander Racing, but he is also driving the number 99 in the Busch Series for what's left of Core Sport. So he is in 12th and running very well. And his first foray in the Cup Series, he was in the number 60 for Spears Racing. Got one race victory, but it was a disaster otherwise. It'll be interesting to see what Brody Williamson can do as a dual threat in the Busch Series and also in the Cup Series. Jeffrey Kelsey seems to be attempting that move. I also see ahead that Boyles and Cedric are fighting side by side into 1 and 2. Reynolds, I think, is going to hang on. But yep, the run died off. But Boyles gets clear Cedric. So it is Keith Arlington followed by 2 Omoko AMG Motorsports Dodgers, Dan Cedric, and Greg Hayes. We've got someone else to look at because we're hearing that the number 97 here is also having some engine issues. We'll keep a focus on this number 97 for a moment. Hopefully he is not about to grenade or anything. But, oh, that was near contact. Casey Paulson, a race winner, if you can even believe that that has happened. Came at Cerro Torreon a couple weeks ago, and he won 36th, which is not the greatest of all races, but you know, sometimes a race is just about survival. And we'll see if the number 97 can survive. I think Cody Atwater's been in as well. The number 25. There is side damage on that Ford. There's a bunch of people right here. Ooh. Is That Will Belcher going for, what, 10th? 11th? Oh, falling out of 10th. That puts Mark Evans in the top 10. Oh, and there goes Casey Paulson. He'll make it back to pit road this time, so there should be no caution for that. But that's a tough break for Casey Paulson and Trackhouse Racing. It's lap 36, and Keith Arlington continues to dominate this race because nobody can get by him. Daniel Boyles is in second place over Adrian Earl, Dan Sedgwick, and Rick Brody. Boyles is right on the tail, trying to get by, but I don't know if he will be able to get a strong enough run. Oh, there he goes. Diving into 1 and 2. They're side by side. Can Boyles get the edge, get the muscle, and get the drive out of turn 2? And I think he is. They're still side by side into 3 and 4. A big dive by the number 29. Pushing up is the number 93, excuse me. And they're still side by side, and Arlington's getting a push out of that. Side by side into 1 and 2 again. This is helping Earl catch up. Through the dog leg, they are still side by side. And into 3 and 4. Still side by side, and Arlington's getting an edge. Will Earl help her teammate get clear? Side by side. Once again, into 1 and 2, and they're still side by side. Boyles is getting an edge, and I think he's finally clear. No, he is not. A good push around the outside by Keith Arlington. They're side by side, and this is helping everybody else catch up. Out of 4, a big run by the number 93. I keep trying to say the number 39 because the number 39 is in 3rd. And finally, Daniel Boyles is clear and into the race lead. Oh, we have green flag pit stops. So we will come back green when all of that has cycled out. Well, it's lap 48 of 90, just past the halfway point. And out front is Daniel Boyles and the number 93. Over Olivia Reynolds this time. And there she is. The 26 is in second place, running a very strangely high line. I don't know if that will work out for you, but you know, sometimes you just have to go high. It's interesting to see Patrick Ravenson go back. This is kind of unusual for him. We passed him, but we have to take a peek at this number 96 because he committed to pit lane too late, and so he had slowed down to like 90 miles per hour, but just missed pit entry, so he had to circle back all the way around and pit again, or try to pit again, and this is significantly costing him because now he is in 32nd and being threatened by going a lap down. Not a good move by John Johnston, who's typically a little better than this, but we'll see if he can be able to recover. Marcus Willard is reporting some issues on the number 23. We just passed him, so we'll circle back to him at some point. Brendan Allen has gone a lap down. That's a tough rate. Olivia Reynolds trying to get her second win. this be her second win? Daniel Boyle's trying to get his first win in the Cup Series, but he's got several in the Busch Series. Let's cycle through the order a little bit. We only have 2 cars out of the race, and that's Casey Paulson and Raphael McKinney. Depending on what's happening to this number 23, it might be 3. Tony Santorini Jr. is way off the pace back there. It's not been a good year for Marcel Armendia, but it's interesting. Jordan Haley is in the number 56 now. Tanner Bain got let go, and Toyota McKenzie Motorsports finally went bankrupt in the Cup Series, ending what has been a long run of a legacy team. So, Schrader Racing picked up Jordan Haley. He's currently not running super well. Where is he? He's running 24th, which you could do a little better than that, but sure. Albin making a move on, I think it was Belcher. Keith Arlington trying to move back forward. Had a tough stop. Blackie and Raven go a lap down. Wow. That was a way wide run by Raven Blackie right there. Oh, and I heard it. There goes Marcus Willard. And he's definitely not making the back to pit road. Will that be a caution? Stalls. Any yellow? I can't. Yep, they're gonna throw a yellow for it. Daniel Boyle's the lead back, and, well, we'll bring you back to the green flag shortly. After a little bit of cleanup from the oil that's probably all over the track. Well, the first thing we're going to be talking about as we go back green is Morgan Voorhees has grenaded the motor, and she will be out of the race from 13th position. Tough break. Daniel Boyles is leading us back green. Green flag. Over Rick Brody and Dan Sedgwick. Lap 63 of 90. Gordon Keller is a lap down. He's gonna hold everybody else up, I think. Yeah, that's precisely what's gonna happen. At the back, Jesse Voorhees. Bad pit stop. All the way in last. Last car on the lead lap. It is not going very well for Blue Ox Racing, I'll tell you that much. John Johnson in 30th, slowly trying to pick his way through the field. After his misfire during green flag pit stops. Oh, they're 3 wide ahead. And that's Savvy Killigan. That's Tony Santorini Jr. and Marcel Armendia. 3 wide. Barely contact between teammates and Marcel Armendia. Oh, Killigan's gonna push Santorini Jr. up. Don't crash into each other. Please. There's some contact ahead because there was debris on the track. It's gonna clear out, so that's good. Haley's moving forward. That's good to see. Well, Belcher has some side damage. Wonder where that came from. Everybody else seems to be good so far. Towards the front, Rick Brody has cleared, but it is all Daniel Boyles in the front. Seems like John Johnson's actually falling back a little. He might have older tires in the rest of the field or something. It's not really going to plan. Oh, Sonoda got sideways there. Stay clean, stay clean. Stay clean and green. And we'll be happy because we'll continue racing. Keith Arlington's slowly starting to move backward, I think. Olivia Reynolds into third place. Dan Sedgwick in fourth, and Jeffrey Kelsey in fifth. But it's two Dodgers leading in the front. Oh, they're crashing. And that's Cody Atwater. And that is Robbie Irving with damage. Out and Tommy Roberts, and I believe the caution is out. Yep, caution's out. We're going to go have to take a look at what happened to bring out caution number 2 on lap 70. Coming out of floor, Greg Hayes is going to dump the lap car of Cody Atwater, and Roberts and Irving are going to get into him, and there was nowhere they could go. All three of those cars are most assuredly going to be out of this one. That's a tough break. We'll bring you back to the green flag. We are going back green, and it is Boyles, Brody, Reynolds, Sedgwick, and Kelsey. Green flag. Lap 75 or 74 of 90. Reynolds with an immediately good jump, and she might get second. Oh, something has happened to kill her. Ooh, that's new contact. Believe. Yeah. Oh, that's more new contact. Oh, please stop. That's Anyway, what I'm trying to say is Brandon Allen has gotten the wave around, so he's back on the lead lap. And it seems like everybody is clean. This is what we need to continue going forward with a clean race, and that is Olivia Reynolds trying to take the race lead. Side by side. Brody pushes the fellow Dodge, and that's not going to work. A late break from Boyles, and suddenly Olivia Reynolds is on the race lead. Heather Holden's up here as well. Oh, Brody might drive for a crossover. That's not going to work. Into 3 and 4, and out of 4, Reynolds. She has some damage on the back of that car from, I believe, a little bit of an incident on pit road, but it does not seem to be hampering her at all. As she has the fastest lap, backed up by her teammate, who is in 4th, might be falling to 5th, who has the 2nd fastest lap. Oh, someone has crashed. And it's Braden Blackie and Patrick Raven. We're gonna go take a look at that and see what happened. No yellow. Coming into 3 and 4. And Blackie just runs over the 6. They both go into the wall, but neither spin. And that's that. More damage to both of those cars, and that certainly hurts their chances of finishing anywhere higher than 30th. Well, as we come back live, there has been an issue, and it's Adrian Earl's number 39 grenading the motor on lap 78. She will make it back to pit road, but that is a very tough break because she was in the top 15 and looking like she had a strong race car ahead of her and a good finish in the near future. She's out of this one, and that's a tough break. Well, after everything is said and done, it's Olivia Reynolds in the race lead, currently just running away from everybody else. That is certainly a strategy to get yourself a win, and that's just leave your competitors in the dust. She's got a second and a half. Let's see what the lap time is. A second and 6/10 now. She is gaining time. That is bad if you are her competitor and are trying to catch up to her. But she's gonna come to take 5 laps to go. And looks like Olivia Reynolds has a clear car to beat and might get her second career victory in the NEXTEL Cup Series. Ooh. Rick Brody just cut 4/10 from that. Hold on. We might have some challenge. He's somewhere in the back there. Let's see. Where is he? There he is. How much did he gain this time? Any? Oh, nope. He lost 2/10. 4 to go. 3.5 really. And Olivia Reynolds is looking like she's just gonna cruise on by to get this win. No rush, no all about it, no direct challenge, and she will have this in the bag. Rick Brody didn't gain or lose any lap time. Right there. Coming to 2 to go. Olivia Reynolds for Team Sora. It's been much more of a hassle this year, especially with 3 cars, but this goes to show you that they still have pace. Because I believe Holden is in the top 5, and Allen is 27th, 28th, 27th. But here we go. White flag is in the air for Olivia Reynolds, and she has 1 more lap to go to get her second career win. Through 1 and 2, there is no challenge anywhere. Through the dog leg, and here we go into 3 and 4. She's gonna see the checkered flag for the first time in a little while, and Olivia Reynolds is gonna win at Phoenix. Great drive by the number 26. She took the lead and never looked back. This will certainly help her points foray, because I believe she is pretty low down there in the top 30. So a race win is exactly what you need to get right back on field. That's going to do it from us here at the Pace Network. We were live at Phoenix, and we will see you next week at Bristol. I'm Steve Pace. This is the Pace Network and the NEXTEL Cup Series. Thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye.